Welcome back to Most Haunted Live, our midsummer special here on Living TV, the first of 3 nights of amazing paranormal activity. And as you know, as well as the webcams, our cameras are running during the break, and during that break we have heard something, to say the least, unusual. We want to play it to you twice now so you can listen up, make your own minds about it. Richard is asked a question, and then we think there is an unexplained, mysterious noise. Here it comes, listen closely.
Richard, how are you doing down there?
Can anyone hear it?
What was that? I thought it was you.
Can anyone hear it?
What was that? I thought it was you.
I just turned to you.
We're getting very intense bursts of possibly paranormal activity. The vigil is at Park Howard in Llanelli in southwest Wales. We're going right back there now with Yvette and the team, including our audience member Andy Gill. Back to Yvette.
We're all really scared. We're all really scared. I heard that noise. I don't know if you guys heard it, but we definitely heard something. Poor John Gilbert, who heard it so clear. He's been hearing noises because, of course, with his sound equipment, everything is amplified. We just smelt as well. It was like a really strong waft of really a woman's perfume.
Yeah,
and then you smelt it, didn't you, Carl?
It came very briefly, quite swiftly across here. It was just like this, but it was old. It was like
yeah, an old-fashioned
perfume. Yeah, an old-fashioned perfume.
Definitely.
Wow, but it's really strong.
Yeah. How are you feeling, John? I'm worried about you because you're not happy, are you?
No, I'm not happy. I don't want to be here. I want to leave, but you don't want me to. I'm here to do my job. David's here. I know that I'm as safe as I can be.
John,
we've done loads of these.
I know we have, but I've never felt like this.
John, if you want to leave, no one's forcing you to stay. If you want to leave.
I'm staying.
Alright. I'm just going to check now. Ian, Richard, this is what I was trying to do before. Ian, Richard, can you hear me? Is everything going alright down in the cellar?
Yes, everything's fine. We're doing a seance at the moment. Things happening. Poor old Kath's being touched quite a lot. She's been touched up all the time, and she's really not happy about it. But he seems to be picking on her and none of us at the moment. Over.
Lucky Kath. That's what I say. I wish something would...
Sorry, I missed that, over.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yvette, did David not ask that little girl to touch someone? I wonder if that coincides.
David asked...
Did you just touch me?
For the little girl that we've got up here to go and touch somebody, so maybe it coincides time-wise, I don't know.
Well, it's highly likely, but it's happened to Kath how many times? 4? At least 4 times, actually, in a very short period of time, so it could be her.
Thanks, Richard. Right, do you want to move from here?
Yeah, I've seen a nurse in the hallway.
Right, okay.
And she's wearing an older style. It's very starched, very, very proper.
Period time. Oh my God! Oh Jesus! No, someone just hit me.
Something hit her.
Someone just really hit me on the back of the head.
Something did hit you. I heard it.
You're right.
That's really hurt me on the back of the head.
You're right. We'll get a torch.
No, I'm all right. It's not cut or anything. That really hurt.
Where are you?
It just hit me right there. I'm all right. I'm not cut or anything. It's not like it was a real whack. It was something physical hit me. Something is here because it was like a ball. It felt like a ball. They are.
Well, it wasn't
they
a
are.
Girl, that's for sure.
They are. Is it warm?
Not really.
That really hurt. That's not warm. Problem is, I know what Kieran will say, was this here before we came in? But that was a whack, and that really hurt. That really hurt. That is not the spirit of a little girl.
No, absolutely not. No.
That really hurt me. I'm sorry I'm repeating myself, but I'm shocked.
It definitely wasn't a little girl.
Come on, do that again. Come on, whoever you are. Come on, you coward. Gonna hit women, are you, with stones? Well, come on, do something else. Throw something. Make a loud noise. Affect the electricity. Touch somebody. Who is it, David? Who's here?
I think it's this soldier character. Oh, it's really strong. It's almost like he came through that wall just as you were talking. Like he literally walked through the. Oh God! Sorry,
right.
Slippery floor. It's almost like he stormed right through the wall, and as he came, he just stood here, just right by you, as you were calling him there.
Well, come on then, do something else. If you're a soldier, or you were a soldier, do something else. I'm sure you're not a coward. Please make a noise. Hit one of the men. Talk to us, make a loud noise. Do something, come on. Flipping heck, do you know, it's when we were leaving, and it happens time and time again. When we were leaving, maybe it didn't mean to hit me, but it's almost like, hello, we're here.
Can you say which direction it came from?
It was from behind. It came from behind me because it hit me right here, hit me right there, so it was behind me. But the size of that stone, it felt like a big ball or something just went whack, because it actually hit the back of my head and my neck and the top of my shoulder. That was really strong.
So you're saying it might not have been that stone?
It might not have been that stone, but I really did feel a proper big whack. Let's make to leave again. And by the way, because I've got an earpiece in so I can hear what Kieran's saying. Before, whenever we were down in the cellar, Kieran was saying, you know, when dust was falling on Richard, that we need to make sure no one was above them. We did check, Kieran, and there was definitely nobody above us in the cellar. There was nobody walking around whatsoever.
The door was locked.
The door was locked, and Sally, because we asked Sally, you know I would ask that anyway, Kieran, and that's exactly what happened, and we did check it out, so there was nobody there. And I really did feel that whack. Come on, let's go out and see if anything happens again.
Do you want me to stand in front of you?
No, I'm all right.
Behind you.
In fact, I want him to do something else, because it's almost like, well,
Come on, yeah.
come on, do something. That hurt. Really hurt. I'll shut up now about it. Right, where do you want to go now, David? Which room do you feel it kind of draws?
We should go this way. I want to go
Right,
straight
how you
through the
feeling,
hall,
everyone?
really. Let's go in here.
So Yvette is obviously off balance, maybe experiencing some mild shock. We're going to see if she wants medical attention. We want your views on this, of course. You're watching on the webcams as well as watching our vigil. Let's find out what you're saying from Julian. Julian.
Right, thanks Paul. On the way, how you can enter our competition, also how you can fax us. But first, messages via our website at livingtv.co.uk. Thank you for all of those. You're logging on and getting interactive. Adam from Cardiff visited Park Howard a while ago with his girlfriend and had 9 large rocks thrown at him in the room next to the entrance hall. He also feels that we're going to encounter a dark presence tomorrow night. Andrew in Nuneaton has picked up on the names Wilfred and Frank and feels that they will be prominent in tonight's show. And Rachel in Norwich feels that the next 2 nights will bring some very conclusive paranormal evidence. Kieran should be listening, they say, and the team will discover some amazing revelations at Park Howard, which they certainly are this evening. Now, our competition, this is great. How would you like to win a 32-inch LCD TV plus a 5-speaker surround system as well? This is a great prize. Runners-up get Most Haunted Top 50 Moments on DVD as well, by the way. The question is, where was the last Most Haunted Live held? Is it A, Portsmouth, B, Dublin, or C, London? And you can enter by dialing our brand new number. Here it is, 0900 021 0000, or if you're a digital satellite viewer, press your red button right now on your remote control. The entries cost £1 and you must be over 18 to enter. We'll announce the winners on Your Say just after midnight, so make sure you're listening for that. Just to tell you that the message board is down at the moment, so we're working on that. It's been incredibly popular. I think it's actually overblown probably because I had so many messages, so thank you very much indeed for all of those, and we're working on it as quickly as we possibly can. And don't forget your psychic art. You can fax your pictures. There's some great ones coming in. Here's the number. If you think you can draw a picture of who's haunting the manor, 01554 755 380 is the fax number. Get your psychic art in and we'll show you more pictures later in the show. Paul, over to you.
Thank you, Julian, and do keep that psychic art coming, folks, because we love it. Now, the Welsh Wizard of Words, Dylan Thomas, once wrote a poem which included the lines, "Do not go gentle into that good night. Don't you go anywhere during this break." More Most Haunted Live in just a moment. Hello and welcome back. We're in the midst of Midsummer Madness here on Most Haunted Live, broadcasting to you live and direct from Llanelli in southwest Wales. Already things are hotting up. We're about to go back to the vigil, but first, at the top of the show, Yvette told you about an experiment we're conducting on Monday night involving Ian Shillito and Carl Beattie. They're going to be shackled, their heads are going to be encased in an iron mask, and they're going to be placed in an oubliette. To tell us more, here's our historian, Leslie Smith. Leslie, first of all, what is an oubliette?
Oubliette means in the French a little place of forgetting. It's impossible to get out. It has a high ceiling, no windows and a hatch, and people were often dropped in and just forgotten. It's a very distressing, claustrophobic place to be.
And I mentioned the mask, and something strange happened. You can look now, when it was being brought on, before all the audience had seen it, one member of the audience felt something uncomfortable, felt a weight on them, and has had to leave the studio for the time being.
That's right.
This is what both Carl and Ian are wearing on Monday. What's the purpose of this in history?
Masks were used of various types, including the skull mask, and the idea of this is to cause distress and panic. Also, of course, the body hair on a man will grow in the face and eventually choke them, which is the idea of it.
So again, the idea is to kind of dehumanise people, to cut them off
Absolutely.
in their past, and it was legitimately used for torture and punishment. And we're partly doing this to allow, particularly Ian, to kind of feel his way into people who may have passed over in this hideous way.
It will shut down sound. It will enable him to remove himself from the modern world and give him a sense of somewhere to, if you like, float and make contact. It'll be frightening for all the rest of us, but if Ian's able to shut himself off from the ensuing panic, I'm sure it'll be very helpful.
And on top of all that, they're also both going to be bound in shackles, hobbled, I think the term is. And you've got some shackles.
Yes, I
there.
have.
You can show us the actual weight of these things.
These have been made especially for today, for the show rather, and you've got, like a horse, you see, they call hobbling in this, but in this case it's human beings. You've got the wrists that are held in this way and also the ankles, and they will be sealed, which means you're held in this position with the mask as
Almost
well.
in a fetal position.
Yes.
But done out
Terribly
of cruelty.
uncomfortable, bad for your
And just
back.
to show people, these aren't kind of stage shackles. Listen, this is those are solid shackles that both Ian and Carl are going to be wearing on Monday night. Let's get back to Ian and Carl now, along with Yvette, David and the rest of the team. They're conducting the vigil at Park Howard in Llanelli. Let's find out how they're getting on.
Okay, we've just been taking a breather because after what just happened in the room we've just come from, where I don't know, I basically described to me what happened. It was like, I don't think it was that stone that we found, it was like a big fist just whacking the back of my head, and that has really upset me and unnerved me quite a lot. Also, poor John, again we heard a whimpering noise when you were in the studio. We're not sure if we caught that yet. And now, David, we want to go in this room where the experiment is. Now we've got some helium balloons in here. So we'll just ignore those for the moment, because I just want to see what you get in this room. If anything else punches me, I swear to God, I think I'm going to end up in I need some help. Okay.
It's a very dark little room, isn't it? This room feels... It feels... You remember when we first came out, there was a gentleness to it. Remember we went into the first room before we met our friend, there was that social side of it. This kind of feels a bit more like that. And again, I think this is stronger for the female. The female seems to be moving around in here.
All right. The woman in white or grey that you saw?
Yeah, white.
Okay.
And she's very what's the word I'm looking for? She's very gracious, and she's also very humanitarian.
Okay.
She's a big humanitarian, this woman.
All right.
sorry, I keep picking up on, you know, the little girl. She's brought in now a little boy with her. And I'm not sure if she's related to him at all. I feel maybe brothers and sister. But the little boy is mangled. He, you know, I couldn't get to the death of the girl. The boy is obvious. He's like, his insides are pummeled basically, and he's presenting. But there's something really odd. He's got a pair of ice skates around his neck. Right. And I can't. You
can't work out what that is.
So I thought he would have drowned. So
Right.
I can't get that.
Okay. The soldier that you picked up on that you said had hurt me, can you give us a name with him or a rank or?
He's not an officer. I say he's sergeant level. Name wise,
Even an initial?
it would be an H. I don't know if I'm confusing him with a boy. There's because all of a sudden it's like a huge rush of them, you know, there's a massive rush of them. An H, so like a Harold kind of name.
Okay.
But I would say it's First World War,
Okay.
not Second World War.
So in this room here, this is probably where the lady comes in here.
Yeah, I feel her moving around in
Okay,
here.
let's go back out into this room here and see what else we can pick up on. Is this man, this soldier with us, is he following us around?
He's popping in and out, so he suddenly appears, you know, like he did in that last room. He just suddenly walked through the fireplace, just suddenly was there. That's how he behaves. But I'm intrigued, I reckon, with it, because there's this, there's a nurse as well. There's nurses now.
Oh, really?
So it feels like wards, it feels like a hospital, It feels hospitally to me as well.
And what time period would you put that at?
And I think they're soldiers from them, so it was probably First World War.
And the soldier from that time period as well, or before then?
No, I think he's from the same time period.
Okay. Age-wise with him?
I would think he's in his mid to late 20s.
Okay.
He seems to be, you know, I'm not sure he's missing, I think it might be leg, it might be both legs.
Oh, right.
And I know Paul's going to say, how's he following us around? But they repair, that's
Okay.
what image he's given me.
All right. So these people are looking at us, they know we're here,
Yeah, definitely.
they're intrigued. Yeah?
I'm absolutely boiling now, which is
You?
a bad sign.
Bad sign?
Yeah, because the energy really starts to get going now, because
Okay.
I'm absolutely boiling hot. I'm actually starting to feel a little bit scared.
Why?
I feel, because I can feel I can suddenly feel, almost within the last few minutes, suddenly feel all of them. And it's almost, when you go to a social event and you find with a couple of people and then everybody starts to, do you know what I mean? And then you start thinking, well, hang on a minute, it's all getting a bit, too much for me.
Okay, so it's a bit like that.
Yeah, there's too many of them for me. Is that cold air coming from outside or something? Yeah? Is that can you feel it?
No.
You can't feel cold air here. It's there. You can't feel that cold air.
Oh, I can there, yes.
Just there.
Just here.
It is just there as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
You're right.
Oh, that's a really good cold spot, that.
Yeah.
It's like a little box.
It is. I just wonder if that's mad, isn't it? Just there. It's freezing cold.
Call out, call out.
If there's anyone here, particularly standing here, then let us know you're there. Don't hide in the shadows. Let us know you're there. Make a sound. Gently.
There's banging noises coming from under the floor again.
Oh yeah.
Is somebody breathing near me?
No. Well, I'm breathing not loudly.
No. I've just heard in my ear, like when you hear spacemen going.
Yeah.
That's right here. What you got?
Sorry.
You're right. Yeah. I've just heard that really close to me.
You're right.
And I don't know whether it's worth trying to see if it's on my radio mic, because I definitely heard that.
It's freezing here. How can this? Right here, it's freezing cold.
Yeah, you can feel that. Can feel it. Are you alright, guys, down there?
No.
What's the matter?
It's just very uncomfortable. I just don't like it. I keep looking around me like somebody. I Like I've got somebody right there all the time, no matter where you
Got me right behind you because I'm not going anywhere, anywhere on my own.
It's like someone's in
David,
between us
you're
even
right.
now.
There's somebody there. No.
What? What's the matter?
I thought there was someone
David,
there,
you're
but there's not.
shaking.
I'm sorry, I'm just really aware of them. There's
Right.
just so many of them all of a sudden.
Come on, give us a sign. Let us know that you're around. I said it again.
The breathing.
The breathing.
Should I get up there?
Yeah.
Maybe just go up here a little bit because it's. God, I can't believe that cold air.
Come on, if you're here, please don't just watch us. Please do something else. Can you throw something else? Please make your presence known to us now. Calling out to any spirit people here in this house. Give us another sign. Who was that? Okay. Can you hear it?
There's a tapping.
There you go, on the floor.
That's right there.
Right here. Can you tap again if you can hear me?
What was that?
That came from above that event.
Is there anybody above us?
No, can't be.
Sal, is there anyone above us?
It can't be.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's a huge thump upstairs.
Can you do that again? Can you bang again? It's on the floor now. Can you bang on the ceiling, please? Oh, come on. Do something else for us, please. I'm calling to any spirits, any people that lived, worked and died here in this house. Please come and communicate with us. Show us that you're here. Make a noise. What is that?
What's that?
It's just been tugging on there.
Who's been making a noise?
It's me getting the ground coming from it.
Growling
It
from
can't.
there? Stu?
Something was just pulling on me. So, I thought it was Carl who was looking at the side of me, and Carl's at the side, but something was physically doing that to me. But it was growling. I know, I heard it.
I heard it.
If that was you, can you do it again?
Someone doing that.
If that was you, can you do it again, please? Can you touch somebody else here? Yeah, Stu. Put the camera back.
Yeah.
Should we move down? Should we move down? Carlos?
Yeah, go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm alright. It's a bit chickeny.
Do you not like it down here, Sal?
No,
Why not?
I just don't. I just feel like I can hear like people moving furniture around upstairs.
We should go up
We've
there.
got to go upstairs. Ready to go upstairs?
Yeah.
Should we get the guys down from the cellar to maybe come up to...
A lot of facts emerging, which Leslie, our historian of busy, is busy collating. I think that David has had a couple of direct hits. The hospital, the First World War. He knew nothing about the location he was heading for tonight until he arrived and started sensing things. Kieran, this is very impressive, surely.
In terms of David picking up information, it did start quite vaguely. He was picking up the girl and some other characters, and it's not a controlled environment. We always have to try when we're testing mediums to ensure they're in an environment where they couldn't possibly have heard either consciously or unconsciously information. Also, some people there, although not David, do know about the location. They may be reacting to what he's saying. If it seems as though he's getting a hit, they may be reacting to him with their body language, and he
But
may
he's
be
been so
picking up on it.
specific, and I'm sorry to cut across you there, but he's been so specific when he said, I'm seeing, I'm sensing, a soldier, and I'm sensing the First World War, definitely not the Second World War. There's no time there for a reaction from somebody in the house.
No, there's no time there for that. I mean, that's slightly different, but you're also dealing with a location where there might be visual cues around, you know, and David is the first to admit to me on shoots, he'll say, I'll try and block out these visual cues, but it's quite obvious that there are visual cues there. So what we're looking for is some more specific information, and Leslie is able to verify this, and if we do get exact names and dates, I'll be more impressed with that. I will be.
Okay, now we did get some hard facts there, and let's find out what Leslie, our historian, makes from Leslie Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Leslie, first thing, a little while ago, a couple of visits back, we had the name Mary Ann in connection with that girl who may have been 6 to 10 years old. Anything on Mary Ann?
We've certainly got Mary Ann Hughes, who was there in 1867, but came as a young bride. But in 1877, she gave birth to a little girl whose second name was Mary Ann. And children are very often known by their second name.
My first name's John, but everyone's only ever called me Paul, so I'm a case in point.
And this is the case in point. The thing that's really interesting, though, was this lady who was very kind. Lady Howard Stepney, I believe this is, because she was known as the mother of the poor, and Lady Bountiful, because she was so kind to the people in the community.
In fact, there is still a Stepney Road in Llanelli, although Stepney's more associated with East London. So
it is, but in fact the Stepneys were a family. I mean, I've trawled through 5 family trees since we've been on the air, trying to track Mary Ann down. They're all here on the deck. But the one that's upset me for the first time on the show is the H. Henry Buckley, I believe this is. It's the most pressing piece of evidence for me for the night.
This is the soldier, am I right?
I don't think it is. A great rush was said, wasn't it, by David? And in fact, in 1890, a man who was of the family, only 20 years of age, came back from skating near Christmas, and a great train came by and killed him. But at first, he'd thrown a young girl out of the way. And this lad, Hal Buckley, was a member of the family.
So the Great Rush wouldn't have been maybe the Great War, but it was the whoosh of the train that killed him.
I think it was the train. And I rather hoped we'd find this boy, because he, with very great courage, it seems, had thrown this girl to one side. I'm a very hardened historian, you'll have to excuse me, but it was very upsetting for me to read this, because he was obviously a hero.
And this is a strange night for us. I'm going to give you a second there to kind of...
Thank you, excuse me.
Okay, because Leslie's upset, and I've never seen this before. We've had people in the audience sensing things already. There's no doubt lots of things being sent still at Park Howard and from people at home. We want to hear from you. You are getting in touch with us, and Julian Clegg and the interactive team are filtering out your messages.
Yeah, thanks very much indeed, Paul. Now, on the way, how the website's going and so on. But before that, did you know you could have the Most Haunted Live as your ringtone on your mobile phone? Well, you can. You can also have some great wallpaper as well. Let me tell you how you can do it. Text Haunted to this number, 88010. All the ringtones and wallpapers cost £1.50. Could be rather nice, that, couldn't it? Now, also, the psychic art coming in. This is interesting. Cyan Jen from Dunfermline say, I drew this involuntarily and had a vision, and there's that picture there. Thank you very much indeed. This is the man shouting out, trying to take over David Wells, who's Tracy. Thank you very much. It's very similar to one we had earlier, actually. Thank you very much indeed for that. Gerard Gilbert from Cadrid Dog Wells drew this picture whilst blindfolded. That's very interesting. Thank you. And the name Thomas Lloyd comes to mind. This man is not happy, as you can see there. And here's one. I feel this woman doesn't want the teen to be there. She seems to be protecting something. She's got red hair and this heavily jewelled gown. Jeanette, thank you very much indeed for that. Lots of faxes coming through with messages as well. Thank you for these too. Here's one. Robert and Hazel say good luck and congratulations on the 100th show, Living TV, on Tuesday at 9 o'clock. And here's a nice one from Ireland. Thank you, Blodwin, for your email saying that you're enjoying the show. You used to drive through Llanelli and you always felt rather uneasy when you drove through late at night, but now you're watching the show and feeling rather spooky in Ireland instead, so thank you very much indeed for that. Don't forget the fax number 01554 755 380 for your psychic art and your other messages by fax. We love to get those. Now let's talk about messages on the website, and thank you for these. Gillian Coomhaven, Sandy in Newport and the Bodie family in Tunbridge all think that the little girl following the team died in the Victorian era and want to know how she died, so this is interesting. We're talking about this tonight. Heather in St Leonard's jumped out of her skin when David shouted out and has been shaking ever since. Mark and his wife Helen in Chester and Phil in Dundee also heard the low rumbling sounds around the microphone and can't explain where they could have come from. livingtv.co.uk is our website to go to tell us what you're experiencing tonight. Now, final call on the competition. The lines close at midnight. I'd like you to win a 32-inch LCD TV. Very nice it is too, with the 5-speaker surround system. That would look really nice in your front room. This is how you can win it, and also runner-up prizes, by the way. Most Haunted Top 50 Moments on DVD. Here's the question: where was the last Most Haunted Live held? Was it A, Portsmouth, B, Dublin, or C, London? Now we've got a brand new number tonight I want you to ring. Here it is: 0900 021 0000, or digital satellite viewers, press the red button on your remote control right now. Lines close at midnight, and we'll announce the winner on your say between midnight and 1 a.m. It's all hotting up on Interactive. More to come later. Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Julian. Whether or not you believe in the paranormal, there is an awful lot of emotion flowing around in the studio here tonight. Leslie Smith, a historian, has been deeply upset by something that may have been revealed by David Wells concerning Hal Buckley, who died tragically young, saving the life of a female companion hit by a Great Western Railway train. More revelations after this. Hello and a warm welcome back to the first of 3 Midsummer Most Haunted Live specials. We are coming at you live from Llanelli in southwest Wales, and the investigating team, are in the midst of a fascinating vigil. They're at a place called Park Howard of Fallinfold, part of which history dates back to Celtic times. It was used as a hospital in the First World War. Let's find out what else Yvette and the team have discovered.
Knocking. I've just heard knocking.
It's like there, moving about upstairs.
No.
You're joking?
No, not just here.
I heard it, but I thought it was there upstairs.
No, in the wall. What the hell is this? Everybody all right up here? I can't even make out what is up here. All right. Oh. Now we've got a lovely Ian Shillito and Andy, our audience member. Are you alright?
Yep.
How's everything gone down in the cellar? What did you get down there?
It's been amazing down there actually. We've experienced quite a lot of banging.
Oh great.
Things thrown at us, and poor cat has been touched left, right and centre.
Oh brilliant. Alright. Well let's see. I mean, what do you initially pick up in here?
Short of breath.
Yeah.
I'm finding it very, very difficult to breathe ever since from the difference between the cellar and up here is phenomenal. I'm finding it very, very orientated on my lungs. I think again it's more than that.
Here.
No.
No. Was that 3 knocks?
3.
Oh, how does that mean?
Maybe.
Maybe, alright. Do you mean there's any harm? Once for yes, twice for no?
Yes.
I'll ask you again without anybody speaking. Please knock. Do you mean harm to Carl? Do you mean harm to John? Stand still. Do you mean harm to Stuart? Do you mean harm to me?
No.
Do you mean harm to David? Do you mean harm to Ian? No.
It's just gone.
It's just banging now. Can you do something else for us? Once for yes, twice for no. That was a yes, wasn't it? Can you throw something? Touch one of us? Are you the soldier? Yeah. Did you punch me earlier? Yeah. They're getting this in the studio.
They've got to be.
Okay.
I can hear this so loud. I don't know.
Can you punch somebody else, not me? Punch somebody else. Can you do it now?
No.
Okay, Ian, if you have to go back to the studio now, that'd be great. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Nice to meet you. See you later. Bye, darling. Bye. I think, Carl, what do you do?
think go up another bit.
I think, should we keep going up, see what it's like at the top, and then maybe set up for a seance somewhere, yeah?
I absolutely agree 100%.
All right, let's keep going up,
Because I
yeah?
would like to find out more on what David's picked up on.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, Johnny.
You right, John?
David, I need to ask you before we go from here. Carl's quite right. Carl and I have been talking secretly. You picked up on a boy with ice skates round his neck. Can you give us more information on this situation? You said he was mangled. Do you know how he died?
I mean, he seems to have been hit by something. So he's smacked by... It's almost like he's been smacked and then back, right back.
Yeah.
So something's like gone through him, really,
Okay.
I'd say. So I'm thinking, not a car because it doesn't seem right. A train, probably.
Okay.
But I'll tell you something I do know about it.
Did you hear that?
Tell you something I do know about him. It was at Christmas, around Christmas time.
Okay.
Because they show me images of Christmas.
Did you give me a name for him?
I think I'm not sure if it's, the only name I've got is Hal.
How? Okay. We're going to keep... Are things falling from the ceiling, or is it just my imagination?
Something fell down.
Okay, we're going to... All right, we're going to carry up to the top of the tower, see what we get, and then we're going to set up and do a séance. I'm going to ask you, Dave, what is that noise?
What is that?
Okay. And then we're going to ask you where you think the best place is, and we're still getting knocks, loud bangs coming from the walls in here. Let's go on up the stairs, yeah? Carl, do you want a torch, lovey?
I'm fine.
You all right? Come on then.
So much going on. We've had confirmation of that information from David already. The ice skates, the name Hal, and somebody being hit whoosh by a train. This is remarkable stuff we're giving you here tonight on Most Haunted Live. More of that after this break. Welcome back to the first of three Midsummer Most Haunted Lives. We are broadcasting from Llanelli in southwest Wales. We've had some amazing occurrences tonight. We've had noises, we've had direct hits with names and history, and we've also had the unexplained happening. Yvette felt a blow in the back of her head. John and Carl and even David felt uncomfortable the minute they went into Park Howard in Llanelli. Let's find out what Kieran O'Keefe, our trained parapsychologist, makes of what I would call evidence, but you might think there's almost too much evidence, because when David started talking about ice skates and somebody called Hal and being hit by a train, that tallies exactly with something we know that happened in the 1890s.
Yeah, well, you've got so much evidence. I mean, you're specifically talking about David, and he does seem to be coming up with accurate information now, which is what I was after. But also, you've got a lot of phenomena happening. You've got these taps, you've got the thing hitting Yvette's head. You've got so much going on.
And
some
then the
of
child singing, let's not forget earlier,
Exactly.
Mary Ann, maybe 6 or 8, singing some melodic song.
You've got a lot going on. Some of it is subjective personal experience that we can't verify.
We did all
People
hear the
being
knocks,
told-
though, and I did...
Exactly, we heard the knocks. It looked as though Yvette genuinely had something hit her on the back of the head. I agree with her. I don't think it was the stone. If you look at the trajectory, it couldn't have been that. But we do have stuff being picked up by John, and we can hear it here in the studio. And that's the sort of stuff that's verifiable. It's being picked up by equipment. It's not an auditory hallucination. So we've got to try and get some sort of intelligent conversation going. We've got to establish some answers.
Do alarm bells start ringing in your scientific brain when that much evidence comes through so quickly, that many direct hits? Or is that not simply down to the fact that David is such a fantastic medium?
It's really tough for David. It really is. Because on the one hand, if he's going to say something vague and ambiguous, I'm going to attack him and say, it's vague and ambiguous, we can't do anything with it.
But when
As
he's
soon
too
as he
specific, you get suspicious.
Exactly. Well, as soon as he comes up with
But you're a
specific...
man having his cake and eating it.
No, so I am going to wane on my scepticism a bit and say, I asked for that accurate information, I've got it now, so I'm going to say, I'm really impressed. Maybe what we're seeing here is genuine mediumship.
He is impressed. Give a round of applause for that, honestly. This is a first. Time for us now, I think, to get back to the scene of the action tonight, that vigil at Park Howard, led by Yvette Fielding, with David Wells standing by as well. Back to Yvette.
Okay, well, we've come up here to the second sort of story of the tower, Poor Sally. Where are you, Sal? She's gone to go and get. Basically, we've asked for Richard and Kath to come up here, but Sally won't come up to this level because she says she doesn't like it. It feels very oppressive. We've also been hearing again knocks. We asked if it's the soldier, and the reply came back as yes. Earlier on we said, are you going to harm anybody? Can you punch somebody else? And he said yes, and I said do it now, and it came back as no, so we presumed that maybe later on something else is going to happen. Do you feel that there is some presence here now with us?
I feel that there's more than one, if I'm being honest. I feel overwhelmed by it still. I don't think it's anything necessarily associated to the room. I think they're following us generally, and I feel a bit kind of emotional, I have to say.
Whoa! Fucking hell! I saw that! I saw the bloody thing! It came from up there! I saw it in mid-air! It came from up here!
Right, well...
It's not windy, alright. Logically, bits of stone could fall from the ceiling.
That didn't fall, that was
thrown.
That hurt when it hit me.
There's just a roof up here. There is no even flat level up here that anything can come from. I mean, literally, it's a roof. It's just a gate, a doorway to the roof.
It's not even open.
There's nothing loose up here.
There's no loose, nothing up there.
There are cobwebs, but there's nothing loose up here.
Are we safe? Yeah. I don't. The thing is, you're asking for it. You're asking for it in. Do you see what I'm saying? You're getting what you're asking for.
We are.
I'm not asking for it.
Yeah, but we are. But the thing is, it's.
Oh.
You're right, Carl.
What's that? That doesn't come from me. I'm talking down some stairs. Does that come from me?
It's wood. I think in the past when things have been thrown at us, like for me, I know that was a blow to the back of my head. It's never Stuart's experience being hurt, but I don't know, it's weird. It's like it's intentionally trying to hurt and to hit. And I think it's down to this, this supposed spirit of this soldier.
Yeah, I think
it's coming really loud and quick. Loud bangs, bang, bang, bang.
That's like it was mocking.
Okay. Right, you ready? Listen out for this. I'm going to ask a question. Everybody stand still, don't move your feet. Sir, if you can hear my voice, are you laughing at us? Was that you that threw this stone? It's very faint. Yeah, it was you. Can you do it again? Yes. Throw something again, please. Throw again.
No.
No. Okay. What I think we should do. You're right, David.
Yeah, okay.
I've forgotten what we were talking about. We're asking for it, that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
I think we should now go, and Carl, you suggested that we go and do a séance in that room where you felt very uncomfortable, where we were picking up the noises, the cabinet room, and I think we should do that. You three have come back from the cellar and also the room with the helium balloons in it. How did that go?
The cellar seemed really active, but the helium balloons is...
Nothing in the other room.
Okay, dead as a
Absolutely dead as a... Yeah, that's supposedly my spirits have been seen.
Okay, alright then. Let's do that then. What we're going to do is we're going to reposition and set up to do a séance. So I'm throwing back to you, Paul, in the studio. It's just unbelievable. Very strange, sorry. You're expecting noises are coming from everywhere. Knocks, taps, bangs. So it's back to you in the studio, Paul, while we reposition. Come on then, everyone. Just be careful, because it's...
Thank you, Yvette. Well, Ian Shillitoe, our medium, and our audience volunteer, Andy Gill, have returned. We're going to hear their experiences after this on Most Haunted Live.
I feel a bit kind of emotional, I have to say.
Whoa! Fucking hell! I saw that! I saw the bloody thing! It came from up there!
feel a bit kind of emotional, I have to say.
Oh, fucking hell! I saw that! I saw the bloody thing! It came from up there!
What a night it's been, and it's only the first of 3 Midsummer Most Haunted Lives. Now, Ian Shillito, our medium, and our audience volunteer, Andy Gill, have returned from Park Howard. Andy, let me start with you first. I won't ask if you enjoyed that, because it might not be the right word, but what was the experience like for you? Pleased you did it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I went in there not knowing what to expect, whether I was going to be scared. I just found it very exciting. You know, from almost the moment Ian and I went in, something moved behind us that you just can't explain. We saw lights above the doorway, and I think the ultimate bit was a stone or pebble came down through that doorway. Again,
that was as you were leaving, was it? Something?
Just before we left, yeah.
Okay, now have you been to seances or any kind of paranormal investigation before?
No, nothing. Never.
So are you somebody who's open-minded, or are you a believer, would you say?
I was open-minded. I'm more a believer having seen and experienced what I have tonight.
Okay, well, we're really pleased to have you on board for this experience. Ian, what occurs to me about tonight with Park Howard is that the minute David and Yvette went through the door, Carl felt things, David felt things, John felt uncomfortable. How quickly did you sense anything at Park Howard?
To be honest with you, it's probably the minute I stepped out of the car. I mean, I sat and just had a few 30 seconds on myself just to sort of open up, and within seconds this strong masculine energy came straight up behind me, was trying to suss me out, was going to play on my fear, was trying to antagonise me, just trying to see how strong I was as a medium.
Were you nervous about being there with Andy? Did you have to do anything to protect Andy from this?
No, not at all. No, I had a little chat with him, but we did a circle. You know, we did proper protection, and we were all fine.
Okay, he's been a brave man. Thank you very much, Andy Gill, ladies and gentlemen, from Bristol, our volunteer. As the applause dies down, I would ask for your full attention now, an absolute hush. We are returning to the vigil where they are in mid-seance. Yvette Fielding, Carl and the team at Park Howard.
Oh, sorry, that was me. Do apologise.
Well, keep it off, actually. Keep it off, because...
Well, no, it's actually quite nice.
Right.
Can we not try and get it to go off?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it would be good.
Okay.
We've got light.
Sorry, Stu.
Yeah, be good.
Oh, wax. That'll burn better now. The wax has gone.
Okay.
Oh, that's hard.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
That's better.
Keep your fingers light. Okay, David.
If there are any astral beings here, any spirit people present.
It's a table.
It did just
It did.
Keep going.
Any... Sorry. You see that?
What?
You see Yvette's face? Sorry, I can't look at you, sorry. You look like someone else completely different there. You look like...
I'm keeping my face like this, just in case. I'm not doing it deliberately,
Okay,
just in case it changes.
It just
again.
did change. Are there any astrals present, any spirit people present, please make your presence known. Please move the table, affect the candle.
I thought I heard a faint tap on the table then.
Drop the temperature. I think you're starting to do that now.
You can feel the table vibrating. I can feel it starting to vibrate. I hear a tapping as well on the floor.
If you don't want us here, then you need to let us know that you're here for us to leave. Please, please, please show us you're here. We want to communicate with you. I want these people to see.
There we go.
It's going.
I want these people to see that you exist. I know you're there. Please help me to show them that you exist. Can you feel that cold air here, Carl?
It's right between us.
Come closer to us. Please come closer to us. Join with us.
That candle just flicker then.
Yeah.
If that's you flickering the candle, do it again. All we need to know is that you're around us. I know you're here. I can feel you here. That's amazing, isn't it?
How many are here?
What was that?
That was a table moving.
Table moved.
Yeah.
There's a good few of them. Please join your energy. Join all your energy together. Join it with ours. Please try your very best to prove to people that you exist. Blow this candle out in the middle of the table.
I'm scared. I don't know why I'm scared, but I'm scared. I've got this really horrible feeling.
I just had a cold breeze going right across my face.
I can't believe how cold it is. And it is in a wave. Okay, if that's you, please continue to do it. But this time, please push the cool breeze across the table and blow that candle out. Make the candle flicker.
You're right. Where did that come from?
It come from that hops sort of thing or whatever it was.
Okay. If that's you, thank you. Please do something else. Please use all your energy. Please prove to people that you exist. We just want to communicate. If you need our help, we will help you.
Crying out loud, my heart is banging like a drum. It's really, really...
I thought you were shaking there.
Do you want me to call out?
Yeah. Just trying to link in.
You know why we're here. You've been following us. Please don't stop. Please make your presence known to us now. Give us another sign. We know that there are many of you here. We know that there is a soldier that doesn't want us here. Please, if you want us to... Yeah, but the table jumped at the same time.
At the same time, then.
Please give us another sign. If there is a soldier...
No.
Table moving. If there is a soldier here now, please give us a definite sign. Let us know that you're here and that you wish to communicate with us, whether that be to tell us to leave, get out, throw something or make a noise, blow the candle out. I'm calling out to any spirit people that may reside here in this building. Come forward, drop the temperature, do something to let us know that you're around. Table's moving again. Can you move the table for us? Please, we know that you're capable of doing this. Please move the table in a much more violent manner.
The seance is continuing. We are going to return to that vigil after we hear your views on this via Julian Clegg and the interactive team. Julian.
Thanks, Paul. So some final thoughts on the webcams tonight. Lots and lots of sightings. Here's some summaries for you. Webcam 1, an overwhelming number of sightings of a child or children playing at the foot of the stairs throughout the night tonight. Also dark mist lurking near the doorway. Webcam 2, lots of sightings of a young girl crouching by the fireplace there and a man standing in the doorway as well. Webcam 3, an awful lot of orb activity with many people reporting moving lights and associated noises in the cellar as well. And there's been a high number of people reporting a woman with a child in the cellar as well. And webcam 4, lots of activity tonight. Throughout the night we received many people saying they saw a girl, possibly a young woman, dressed in white on the stairs, and she's also been spotted walking up and down the stairs. Now don't forget, after midnight, Your Say is back. This is the hour when you call and get involved and talk about tonight's activities. Give me a ring. We'll also announce the winner of the competition for the LCD TV. Here's the number to call right now to talk to me between midnight and 1. 0901 900 0001. Okay, that's 0901 900 0001. Calls cost 50p. I'll talk to you in the next hour. And don't forget to access all areas, your behind the scenes guide to this show tomorrow night, Living TV 2 at 8 o'clock. Be there. I look forward to your company. Paul, I'll be back after midnight. Over to you.
Thank you, Julian. Well, the end of the show is approaching, but the vigil and the seance continues. Let's return there now.
Join together with the other spirits here in this house. What's that?
Horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that one of us?
Ooh.
I don't think so. No.
Behind Sally through there. Is it you who's banging? There he is again. There we go. Can you bang in the centre of the table, please? Can you see us? Can you see us?
It's too faint to actually see.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
Do you want to?
From the table.
I don't know where it's coming from. Like on the floor, or it's very faint. There's somebody down there. No, down there. No. You're going to think this is a bit weird. I could have sworn I saw something crawling up the stairs. You know, like on hands and like that. No, but I could have sworn I saw something really low level like that. And it's knocking as well.
I keep hearing. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, it's all the time.
There's no.
Are we in any danger? If we're in any danger, please can one of you please blow the candle out? Blow the candle out if we're in any danger.
My goodness.
Please blow the candle out if we're in any danger.
Why?
I know you can do it, please, I beg of you. Blow the candle out. If we are in any danger, if we are to be harmed in any way, please blow the candle out as a sign of yes.
My hand's freezing.
If you wish us to leave, blow the candle out. Or push the candle over. Oh, I can feel that now. Just ever so slightly.
Let's do it again.
If you can make the table move to knock the candle over. This would also be a sign to let us know you wish us to leave. Are we still on a break? Are we still on a break? I just want to know whether, because if they got the candle, if they've...
So 0901 900 0001, calls cost 50p. I'll talk to you in the next hour. And don't forget to access all areas, your behind the scenes guide to this show tomorrow night, Living TV 2 at 8 o'clock. Be there, look forward to your company. Paul, I'll be back after midnight. Over to you.
Thank you, Gillian. Well, the end of the show is approaching, but the vigil and the seance continues. Let's return there now.
Join together with the other spirits here in this house. What's that?
Horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is that one of us?
No.
I don't think so. No.
Behind Sally through there. Is it you who's banging? There he is again. There we go. Can you bang in the centre of the table, please? Can you see us? Can you see us?
It's too faint to actually see.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
Do you want to?
From the table.
I don't know where it's coming from. Like on the floor, or it's very faint. There's somebody down there. No, down there. No. You're going to think this is a bit weird. I could have sworn I saw something crawling up the stairs. You know, like on hands and like that. No, but I could have sworn I saw something really low level like that. And it's knocking as well.
I keep hearing. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, it's all the time.
There's no.
Are we in any danger? If we're in any danger, please can one of you please blow the candle out? Blow the candle out if we're in any danger.
My goodness.
Please blow the candle out if we're in any danger.
Why?
I know you can do it, please, I beg of you. Blow the candle out. If we are in any danger, if we are to be harmed in any way, please blow the candle out as a sign of yes.
My hand's freezing.
If you wish us to leave, blow the candle out. Or push the candle over. Oh, I can feel that now. Just ever so slightly.
Let's do it again.
If you can make the table move to knock the candle over. This would also be a sign to let us know you wish us to leave. Are we still on a break? Are we still on a break? I just want to know whether, because if they got the candle, if they've